welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long minute, but today I wanted to do a quick makeup video. So I'm going to start by applying my e.l.f. primer, and basically I like to apply this before I do anything else just because I feel like it really helps set my face before my foundation. I'm also going to take my setting spray, and I like to spray my brush or whatever I'm using to apply my foundation because I feel like it just gives a more flawless look when I do this. I spray it again just after I do my foundation to reset it. So after I completely do my whole face with foundation, I'll apply this again and press it onto my face to just make sure that it's set. Then I take my Pomade Dark Brown Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow. And what I do with this specifically is I like to use this color over my brows first. Now I will say I got the wrong shade, so it looks a lot lighter than my actual brows, but I didn't have any other brow products to use in substitution for that. So just keep in note that this is a little too light for my skin, and I understand that. I have already purchased a darker eyebrow pencil that will work a lot better, but I just had to use something to do my brows. So as you can see, I'm just filling it out anyways, and I'm going to take an eyeshadow, a black darker eyeshadow. I'm just going to use that to cover up the lighter parts of the brow. I know, again, it's not my best work on my brows, but I had to work with what I had, so just keep that in mind. I will definitely do another tutorial with my proper shade so you guys can see how my brows actually normally look. I don't do this all the time, but because my brows are kind of messed up due to me not having the right shade, I kind of went over with concealer, and I'm just going to blend that out to perfection as much as possible, just to make sure that my brows look as clean as possible. Again, I don't do this all the time, but whenever you want your brows to look super clean, go ahead and try this method, and it definitely works. You may have to kind of clean it up a bit afterwards, but it does work. gonna go in with that e.l.f. 16-hour Camo concealer, and I just like to put this over my eyelids before I apply my foundation, or sorry, before I apply my eyeshadow. And what this basically does is it gives my eyeshadow a bolder look, and it allows it to apply a lot easier than if I hadn't applied that. Then I went ahead and went back into that Jaclyn Hill palette, and I used this eyeshadow into my crease, and I just blend. I'm not a pro at eyeshadow. I'm working on it every single day to get better, but just keep that in mind as well. I just try my best when it comes to eyeshadow. And so now I'm going to go into my actual cut crease, and I use that same concealer in my eyelids, and what you're going to see is basically me looking down and then looking up, and that just makes sure that I put it in the exact place that my cut crease is actually at, so that there's no fallout or no concealer that's going to get on my other parts of my eyeshadow that I don't want it to. So that's just kind of a tip to make sure that you are putting your concealer in the proper cut crease area. Off camera, I had to actually do my eyeshadow. My camera died and there was a lot of issues, but I just applied one of the eyeshadows on top of the cut crease, and then I took a darker purple and lined it with the cut crease as well, just to give an extra look. And now I'm going into my concealer, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes. Next, I'm going to take another foundation I have, except I use it as concealer. I just find darker foundations to blend a lot better as concealers than actual concealers themselves. So I always use darker foundations rather than a concealer for my concealer. So that's what you see me doing. I like to do it in a curved direction because I feel like it blends better with everything else. So what you see me doing is putting the foundation that I use as contour into my nose, and I just kind of go up and arch it and I blend it out like normal. And I saw this hack on Pinterest, I believe, or somewhere else, but I just add a lighter concealer than the one I used before right in that area that you guys see me putting it in, and the point of that is to give my face a little more highlight. And now I'm going to go in with my powder and just set that concealer that I laid earlier and just now, as you guys saw, and let it sit. My camera ended up dying again right after this, so I ended up taking it off camera and kind of powdering it off camera, but just know I did all of those things. And then I have my black Radiance Cream Contour Palette, and I just go with that, and I know it's almost gone. I know that I need to re-up on it. I am doing that this week. But I go in with that and I just set it. And as you can see, I'm also now applying my lashes. And also, I just like to go in and make sure my lashes are on properly and use some mascara to blend my fake lash with my real lash. Now, in the camera, it looks like the lash on the right side is not all the way on, but it was just that my real lash wasn't blending very well with the fake one, so just keep that in mind. I ended up fixing it off camera after the video when I realized that it looked weird on the camera, but just keep that in mind. And we're almost done, but I go in by pressing powder that I just showed you guys, and I just blend everything out, and it just gives that finished matte look that I love so much. I'm going to go in with my lip gloss slash lipstick. It's kind of like both in one. And this is a chocolate flavor. I forgot the whole name and brand, to be honest. I'll try to put it in the video if I can remember. But I put that on as a liner because it kind of mattes. And then I topped it with a MAC lip gloss that I got, or lap. I believe it's called MAC Lip Sheer or Shimmer or something like that. And I got it a long time ago, but it's always so good. It's never failed me. And I put that right on top and blend that together for a beautiful lip look. As I'm putting on my final touches, I just like to go on and put mascara on my lower lashes and blend that darker lash look out to make it kind of like a smoky under eye. Very, very subtle, but it makes a big difference in my opinion. Finally, I used a setting spray again and completely set my face. I learned this trick as well on a platform where after you set it and you let it dry, go back in with the setting powder and then set one more time, and the look turns out beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys.